Okay, I changed my name.
Perfect. All right, let's see if I can start sharing my screen here. Okay, so we're just gonna, again, kind of give the overview and highlights of the Mastermind program. And again, please go ahead and in the question box, go ahead and start posting your questions so we can answer those. We really just want to make sure we've got all your questions addressed. Obviously, it's a big commitment. It's a year-long commitment, so we want to make sure that your questions are answered. And if you want to get on the phone with me in person tomorrow, I would love that, so that'd be great. If you weren't at the Functional Aging Summit, so if you're here and you're like, I wasn't at the summit, I didn't get to hear about the Mastermind program, you missed a great event, which is going to be available for $99 to purchase via video, so something you want to watch for. We should have that out in 2 weeks. So why join a mastermind? People ask me this a lot. I can tell you that I've been in mastermind since 2010 and have been in several of them. I've been in at least 3 different ones. It really is about massive action taking. And there are some people in masterminds that don't take massive action, and obviously they don't get great results. But it allows you to focus in on what you really need to focus on so you don't get distracted. And it also allows you to avoid the mistakes others have made. I said, I think in the email that I sent out, you can go about your business as a trial by error, or you can learn from all the trials and errors that Cody and I have been through. And if you save yourself a $50,000 mistake, the mastermind has paid for itself 5 times over. So, or you can be a wanderer, someone who lacks focus and gets easily distracted and jumps from one thing to the next. And I had a conversation with somebody at the summit even, and within about 1 minute, I heard 3 different business concepts and ideas. Well, if that's kind of how you're operating your business, you're going to tend to struggle because you really have to keep the main thing the main thing. You might have 3 great ideas, but you kind of have to focus on one. So,
Yeah, and I'll reiterate that because I spoke with several people at the summit as well, and one lady in particular who, she's just talking about all these things. I was like, you're your own worst enemy. I'm a creative person. I have a lot of ideas about things, and I have really learned through a lot of coaching, and is that you've got to shelf some ideas, right? Some ideas might be great. You see things that other people do, and you're like, oh, I want to copy that. That's working for them. And really, you've got to filter that. And so having a coach and a network of people available to filter your ideas through, somebody might, say, guess what? That doesn't work like it is, or let me tell you something else about this, or, and it really does keep you focused, and so you don't hop from one idea to the next.
yeah, too often people don't fully develop their current business idea before they jump to the next one, and pretty soon they wind up in trouble. It's the same concept of opening a second location before your first one's really flourishing. You can wind up sinking the whole business. So, and also this concept of stuck working in their business, right? So if you're spending 50 hours a week working in your business, literally you are the trainer, you're delivering the service. Well, it's really tough to ever get out of that if you don't start to see the bigger picture in terms of how do you hire someone, how do you develop systems, how do you leverage yourself, how do you listen to a coach that says, you know what, if you continue to train one-on-one, time for dollars, then you're going to be stuck in this system forever, or you can switch to something that's a little smarter use of your time. And of course, owning a business can be a lonesome feeling. There's a lot of people in your market that they have jobs, they work for someone else, they're punching in 9 to 5, and they don't have this sense of entrepreneurship that you do, and that can get lonely. It also can feel like it's you against the world, which is not the case. There are a lot of entrepreneurs out there, and getting into a mastermind group with 15 other business owners that are all on the same path and journey as you are all across the country just provides a lot of camaraderie, a lot of support, a lot of encouragement. You've got other business owners you can reach out to in terms of, hey, I've had a bad week. How would you handle it? It brings a team around you, which really helps motivate you and encourage you, and that's a hard thing to to find in your local market sometimes, because so many people that we know simply aren't going through the trenches that we are. So there's a lot of value in that. What are you going to get out of our mastermind? Sometimes people are like, so what actually happens in the mastermind meetings? What are we going to do? And these are some of the key things we're going to focus on. Really clearly defining your goals. In fact, the 11 people who've applied, I sent them out the starting steps, right? We have to start defining where you are, so we can start defining goals and then action steps to get where you want to get to. So too many business owners, especially in the fitness industry, don't know their numbers. They don't really know where they are. So it's really difficult to define a goal to where they want to get to. And so we're going to really clearly define that, make that very specific, give you 90 to 120 day action steps so that when you come back to the next mastermind meeting, you know what you need to accomplish. And then we're going to hold you accountable to that, because you got to show up in 120 days and you're going to be in the same room with the same group of 12 to 15 people, and you're going to be held accountable. You don't want to be the person that shows up and is that client that says, well, I didn't really eat very well this week, and I didn't really show up for my exercise sessions, and nothing's really happened. And folks that sign up for this obviously want to take big action. You're also going to have that network of peers that we talked about that are going to be able to support you. And then you're going to get some targeted resources from us. So specific books that you should be reading. You're going to get some specific sales strategies from us. You're going to get some specific marketing strategies. You're going to get Boomer Blueprint. So you're going to get some targeted, really great resources that are going to help move your business forward quickly.
Yeah, and along those lines, we obviously are focused on the 50-plus market and how underserved it is and how much of an opportunity that trainers have to really be successful with this market, to set themselves apart and do something different. And it's really interesting. I was speaking with a woman this morning who's actually in another mastermind, and she's in somebody else's mastermind, and she's like, she's got to focus on the 50-plus adult. I visited her facility. We've had some great conversations, and she's just like, I feel like an oddball. I mean, seems like everybody else is, they're doing these boot camp, very young focused things, and all this stuff that just doesn't fit what we're all about and what we're doing, and I think that contributes to this sense of loneliness. It's that there aren't a lot of resources out there. In fact, I don't know that I know of any that are really dedicated like this mastermind is, to saying, look, we want you to be successful with this population. You don't have to be exclusive to it, obviously, but we're going to help you to get to that next level, focusing on this underserved market, which you can really stand out in.
Yeah, and we've done it, and we are doing it. Our facility here is 8.5 years old. We've helped others do it. I've been coaching others in this niche for well over a year now. So it's
Did you really just say niche?
I did say niche, yep.
Oh man,
but
it's
it's
like a no-no.
Well, but it's a great niche, right? Because it's like a gigantic one,
yeah,
right?
It's the biggest one.
So it's so funny, because I used to be in those masterminds, Cody, and people were always like, "Oh, that's a nice niche. You train seniors, And I would say,
how cute.
I'd say, well, yeah, but I'm not the one talking about cost objection and client retention and renewal or any of those kinds of things, like someone who's trained 30, 35, 40-year-olds.
Yeah. You're not competing with the turnkey 24-hour fitness,
right? Exactly.
All these other jokers that are
exactly. They're like, oh, there's 4 other boot camps around me, and I'm like, I don't care. I could have 19 boot camps around me. It's not an issue. So, so the fact that we've been helping others in the boomer market does set our mastermind apart. Because sure, there are lots of other fitness business masterminds out there, but by and large, you're going to sit in rooms with people that don't have strategies you can use. And so ours is very focused on the mature market, which we really think is going to up the value for it, because you're going to start surrounding yourself with other businesses that are focused on this market. It's going to give you more email marketing strategies, more promotional strategies, more Facebook strategies. We're going to find out, oh wow, that worked great for Bonnie in Alaska. Let's try it for you in Phoenix or Florida or wherever you're at. And so there's only going to be just a huge value as that grows. So you're also going to get, obviously, access to 3 functional aging specialist programs for your staff. So there's the training expertise element to that. So if no one on your staff is a functional aging specialist, or you yourself are just starting out in training, you're going to have access to that. So you're going to have a credential that again distinguishes you in your marketplace and distinguishes your training staff, assuming you have a staff as well.
Yeah, and we're already seeing the benefits to that. I mean, when we were in Phoenix a few months ago at a summit, one of the ladies who took our certification the year before came up after we were speaking or before we were speaking and just said, "Man, this credential is really helping my business." And I was like, "Whoa, how is that doing that?" She goes, "It just connects with people. When I speak to this people in this market and I tell them I'm a certified functional aging specialist and tell them what that means, it's like they get it, like, and they automatically know that I know them, right? And so they automatically feel connected." And so she said just that alone, her credential is drawing in more and more business for her. So again, that's one of the added benefits of that.
Yeah, and just looking at our webpage here, we are going to be adding a tab up here, find a trainer near you, or find a functional aging specialist. We're starting to get more and more people now that recognize us. In fact, today I just got emailed from someone in Florida in the North Miami, Boca Raton area, looking for a functional aging specialist, looking for a trainer, and so that's only going to grow over the next couple of years as well. And so having this credential, I think the boomer market is going to start seeking out certified trainers with specialty certifications for older adults. And as we build our brand and our name, that's only going to help you to have that credential. So we hope 2-3 years from now that the Functional Aging Institute is the sought out specialty certification for older clients, and we're certainly working hard towards that. So just some of the nuts and bolts. 3 times a year we'll get together and we will meet for 2-day mastermind meetings. And sometimes people go, "Well, what goes on in the mastermind meetings?" Well, quite simply, the first day is really some high-level focused teaching, which is going to focus on marketing strategies, sales strategies, business growth. How do you move your business forward? We're going to bring in some special speakers. We already have one lined up for Indianapolis, and we've got Bedros Keuilian actually coming in for our Phoenix meeting. So we're going to be teaching specific marketing strategies, Facebook, email, referral strategies, marketing messages, really focusing on how you get more clients in the door, and then also how you improve your sales for those kinds of things. And then the second day will be what we call hot seat coaching. So literally, a Beth or a Bev or a Kent is going to get 30 minutes of focused on your business. This is what you need to do, because not everybody's business is the same. Some of you need to build your email list. Some of you need to get out in the community more. Some of you need to do some video. Some of you need to do referral strategies. But we're going to give you 2 things that will really move your business forward in the next 90 to 120 days. Not 19 things, because you can't do all those well. And so that's what the second day. So you literally walk out of the 2 days with your specific marching orders, exactly what you need to do over the next 90 to 120 days to move your business significantly forward. So when you come back 4 months later, your business is not in the same place again, because our goal through this year is that your business dramatically changes. That's really what we want. You also
I'll tell you, the hot seats are amazing. I mean, they're transforming. You think, why? So you might think, all right, well, if I get my 30 minutes, why do I have to hang around for everybody else when they do their 30 minutes? And I'm telling you, you learn so much from everybody else, because there's so much commonality in what needs to get done. And so the day after the summit, we had our 1-day coaching, and as we're going through these hot seats with people, and after doing a number of them, like we got I think maybe we got to Rob and Paul, and he was like, "I already know what I need to do." Like he had kind of sketched out from that, and we kind of focused on him with some other areas, but like you just absorb so much that's going on, and so you just get better and better at even identifying in your business what needs to happen. And also people, you know, it's a community of sharing, right? We're there to help each other, and we try to instill that culture. So if somebody has a good resource that the rest of us could benefit from, they're out there sharing it, right? And we had several people saying, oh, well, you need to look at this. This would be great for kind of your situation where you are. I'll send you that email. I'll send you this, you know, link. So it really does build very nicely.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, you'll get access to our functional aging. Might help if I have my microphone in front of my face. You'll get access to our functional aging business workshop, which is 2 days here at our facility. This used to be called the Advanced Functional Aging Specialist. We're actually offering this in July, last weekend of July, and then we'll offer it again in the fall. There'll be 2 or 3 opportunities a year for you to take advantage of that, where literally you get to come to our business for 2 days, kind of learn the aspects of our business, and again, we'll do some mastermind and coaching. The monthly coaching calls, I think, may be the most valuable piece of all of this, because let's say you have to miss one of the 3 2-day meetings and you're thinking, if I can't make all 3 meetings, then I shouldn't be part of this. Well, the reality is it's the monthly coaching calls where it really happens. So twice a month, we're going to get on the phone. You're going to get on the phone with me, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be doing for the next 2 weeks. Then we're going to get on the phone again in 2 weeks, and if you haven't done any of it, we're going to repeat it. And I'm going to say, well, these are still the same things you need to be doing for the next 2 weeks. And if you listen to what I tell you and you do it every 2 weeks, your business is going to dramatically move forward. It's really no different than you training clients. If your clients listen to you and do what you tell them every 2 weeks and they keep doing that, they will make progress. And so the coaching calls are really where we dramatically can move your business forward. And you know, what I've seen with some of the folks I've coached already, and Dina's a great example. A year ago, she had 0 clients. Now she has 52 and a $20,000 a month business. And she by self-admission, you know, is not a great trainer, and she's still learning, right? She's only been a trainer for a year. So be kind of flamboyant for somebody to say they're an absolutely great trainer after just a year in. But she's doing a great job. Her clients are loving it, and her business is poised to grow to 100 clients. There's no doubt. Again, we mentioned you get the certification for all 3 trainers. You're going to get access to our new and adding CEC modules and courses. Cody, why don't you tell them, just give them a sneak peek of what a couple of those are going to be.
Okay, so we have power training for the older adult, in which we really go over, you know, I'm very science-based and evidence-based. We kind of go over what power training is, what it looks like, and then how to apply it with your clients. Because again, for those of you that have been through our functional aging specialist course, and you understand our model of training, right? Power is one of those critical elements in improving function, and kind of how do you do it? So, you know, that's a module. We've got a module on training the frail older adult, and so when you have those clients that come in, because you will, right? You might be thinking about training all really active 50 and 60-year-olds, and you're going to get some frail 80-year-olds that are come in because they're going to love what you do. And so how do you deal with those people? We've got hopefully we're working with someone to launch a new balance training course. We've got one of our board members doing a nutrition course for the older adult. And that's kind of just the start. So we're working with several people right now to really develop some great courses, again, that are very focused on this specific population.
And then, of course, you're going to get VIP access to our summit next year. I believe we're actually giving you two VIP tickets to that.
And I'll tell you, if you weren't at this year's summit, I mean, Dan and I were blown away. It was awesome. It was so good, and not because of us. It was just because of, man, we had amazing speakers. We've got an amazing board that helped out. All the attendees were just so on fire. Again, very like-minded. You know, been wanting something like this. So it's just we're just gonna have another amazing event next year that you won't want to miss.
Yeah, it was really phenomenal. So the functional aging specialist, if you're not one, just briefly what you will get for you and 2 other trainers. I believe it's actually 13 modules now. It's completely online, 90-question exam. It's made up of 12 manuals and 22 videos. There are live workshops, which if you wanted to attend a certification workshop, we would give you access to one of those as well. But the workshop's totally optional. I usually tell people the workshop is the 22 videos live and in person. So you're going to get that for 3 key people in your business. That's included. You're also going to get an anchor point training package as a bonus. We're going to send you out that equipment. Fantastic piece of equipment. You're going to get a complete done-for-you Boomer Blueprint program from Art McDermott of the Boomer Blueprint. Great marketing program. It's going to really help you dial into your marketing messages. We're also going to send you the Dan Kennedy book, No BS Marketing to Boomers and Seniors, and you're going to get a private exclusive Facebook group with fellow masterminders where we will post things like how Matt Wilbur got 100 clients before he even opened. We put that in our advanced functional aging specialist Facebook group recently. So you're going to get really cool resources on all sorts of different topics.
Yeah, and I'm going to kind of back up right to the very beginning, because when we're kind of talking about kind of dialing your business in, we don't expect everybody's business to look just like ours does. We don't expect your ideal client to be exactly like ours is. In fact, there's lots of opportunity for differentiation because the market is diverse. And so our goal is to help you dial in who your best clients are. And so one of the reasons why we're sending out the No BS marketing book as an example, it's a great marketing book that focuses on leading edge boomers and seniors and starts to get us thinking about differentiation. Don't look at this as one big group, because like I say, when you market to older adults, you don't really market to older adults, because whatever your message is and whatever your images are going to really target certain types of older adults. I mean, it's very diverse. Others, even the same age, are going to be turned off by that message. So we want to kind of help you identify who that ideal client is and what does that mean for your business, your marketing, all your strategies, your programming, everything, so that you can really dial that in very, very tightly and really increase your effectiveness. So questions. Do we have any questions that anybody's willing to throw out there that they'd like us to address?
Yeah, you can post that in the question box. We'll go ahead and answer it. You can certainly email us at contact@functionalaginstitute.com. That comes direct to me and to Sarah, and we'll certainly respond. If you feel like you need to get on the phone with me personally, kind of walk through some of these things, that's totally great. I'm available to do that tomorrow and or Monday. We must have answered all their questions, Cody, because I don't see any questions coming in. So that's great. Anything else you want to add, Cody, before we wrap this up?
Well, I do, and you know, one of the common themes with a program like this is just the fear. Right, the fear that goes along with making a big investment, but we view it as an investment that's going to return back to you tenfold, right? And that's our goal. And we share very openly that while we've had some great success and learned a lot, the first few years were painful for us, and they were needlessly painful. We made $500,000 in mistakes that if we would have started off our business like we should have, and if we would have gotten coaching right from the beginning, we would have been more profitable quicker, and we just would have saved ourselves a ton of time and a ton of money and really a ton of stress as well. I mean, we went through some really, really stressful years, right? Because when money's involved, it gets stressful. And so we don't want you to do the same thing. We really want you to really step out of your comfort zone and do this thing, because we are very confident that a year from now, if you do it, you're going to look back and say, this is the best thing I ever did. And a year from now, if you don't do it, you're probably going to look back and go, why did I not do it? Why did I waste this year? And so don't let fear hold you back from really jumping in and really being successful right now.
Yeah, I've already shared this with Cody. I know we will have people that come to our summit next year that will be kicking themselves saying, man, I should have done the mastermind last year. I've lost a year. I'm a year behind where some of these other people are. So if that's where you're at right now, or if you're listening to this recording later, shoot me an email, reach out to me, and find out if this is right for you, because you don't want to lose another year thinking, well, this is the year you just work a little bit harder and you make it happen, because it's not about working harder. The mastermind is not about working harder. In fact, Cody's right. It's absolutely about, you spend $1,000 a month and you get focused, and we coach you how to grow your business $10,000 a month, and it absolutely is a 10x return. And so, I mean, I've seen that with Dina's business going from $3,000 a month to $20,000 a month, and she did it sheerly with the coaching on the phone with me. And so, obviously, she signed up for our mastermind, was one of the first to commit. And so I know the fear is real. It's a big investment. It's a big commitment. But the reason it's a 12-month commitment, Amy's posted a question here. She met you, Cody, at IDEA in Seattle. It's a 12-month program because we really can't get you the results you need in 3 months, right? It's kind of the same as a fitness program. If somebody wants to train with you for 3 weeks, it's kind of hard to get them all the results they want. And so, because we meet 3 times and they're spread out over the course of every 4 months, we meet 3 times a year. We really need the 12 months, and I need to get on the phone with you twice a month to move your business forward. So we're looking for people that really a year from now want to have a dramatically different business, and that may be you want to go from no business to a $10,000 a month business, $120,000 a year business. You may be currently at $200,000 a year and you want to grow that to $400,000, and that's fine. We've got people at different levels in business, from starting out to been doing this for over 10 years, and they finally want to make some money and have some freedom doing it. So a couple other questions coming in. Bev, I think I answered your question. The cost of the program is $1,000 a month for 12 months, or $10,000 paid in full. And that's pretty much the answer to that. Sven asks something about switching from another mastermind to our FAI, and we'll have to ask the operator of that mastermind if that's something they're agreeable to, and if so, then we can make the switch. Ours is actually a little bit cheaper than theirs, so you'll
Hey, don't tell them that.
You'll get a deal. You'll get a deal in terms of that. So we'll see.
Yeah, and we do, as far as when to start as well. It does start right away. I mean, as soon as you sign up, it starts. Dan gets you the initial information that we're going to need to start establishing the direction of your business, and starts to get on, with you to do your coaching calls. So our first meeting is at the end of August, and so we need as much lead time, for one, to really get you prepared for that, right? To spend as much time as we can with you, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we don't get over full in our mastermind program. So, I mean, there is a somewhat of a very real kind of scarcity issue with, and that is we want to make sure that that you don't wait, and then it's kind of too late to jump in. So.
Yeah, I actually literally can only get on the phone with so many people per month. So there is definitely a limit to the number of people we're taking on. We've got 11, so we've got room for a handful more. But we really don't have room for another 20. And so if people think they want to do it, they kind of need to let us know soon. And we do. We start right away. I've got coaching calls scheduled for next week, and we're going to get people cranking, and we hope when they show up to the first August mastermind meeting, they've already moved their business forward and they're ready to really propel it coming out of that mastermind meeting. So again, if you think this is something you're considering, obviously it's a big financial commitment. You might want to think about it, but shoot me an email. Let's get on the phone. We can talk it through. Some people think, I get this a lot, Cody. Well, my business is different than everybody else's, or I have a unique situation, or I might want to do something a little bit different, right? Well, unless you're like not in the fitness business at all, like I'm not coaching plumbers or electricians, we probably can help you. I mean, we have people that are running large tennis facilities that want to do an online cycling program that sign up for our mastermind, right? And so we're going to help her develop her online fitness business while also helping her develop her tennis fitness center. And I have one individual that signed up for our mastermind who does not have a facility at all and really just wants to do wellness coaching and realizes there's an unlimited opportunity to do that online versus brick and mortar. And so for her, it's really going to be developing an online coaching, health coaching business. And so they're not going to all look the same. And this is why we want to do mastermind and not franchising, because we want to help as many people in the industry of helping the boomers and seniors in some fitness category, but not, if you all had to do Miracles Fitness, it would really limit us in terms of how many people we can help. So there's a lot of different business looks and feels that will be taken on. All right, Amy, you're going to need to give me your email or your phone number for me to call you afterwards. Amy says she's signing up, so I'll give you a call afterwards. That would be great. But I'm going to have to ask for your number right here on the webinar. So go ahead and put your number in. I'll give you a call here in a few minutes. Anything else before we wrap up, Cody?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're so excited to get this started. You don't even know how excited we are to get this moving forward and really help just so many more people. I mean, because by helping you grow your business, we're extending our impact into the marketplace, right? So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. This really pushes our goal to helping 1 million people, and if we can help 15 business owners be the most successful in the boomer and senior market, then there's going to be more that follow. So I mean, the folks in our mastermind are kind of blazing a trail. So, well, thanks everyone for joining us today. Those of you listening on the recording later, please contact me directly at the email address on the screen, the contact at functionalaginginstitute.com. If you're thinking for some reason maybe you can't afford it or this isn't the right time and you just want to talk about it, feel free to reach out at that email. For everyone on here live, thanks. And Amy, I'll give you a call real soon if you post your number or shoot me an email. Thanks.